Here are today's celebrities. A big welcome to the bright new singing star, lovely Kelly Garrett. Here's the brilliant young actor, Mr. Tony Roberts. Meet the wild and witty critic at large, Mr. Gene Shalit. And say hello to the prettier half of the Stiller and Mira comedy team, Miss Ann Mira. And now it's time to play 20 Questions. Here's your host on 20 Questions, Mr. Jack Clark.
Let me see if I can find this here now. How are you? Welcome to the all-new 20 Questions. We are having a time these days, and I hope you're going to join us all the way through. Questions and answers and craziness going on because of our wonderful people.
You want to stay for the whole half hour?
Yeah, the whole half hour we're here. Kelly Garrett, how you doing? How you feeling? What a busy schedule you've got.
I'm stiff.
I bet, with the rehersals and the whole thing.
Out of breath.
When are you going to open?
Valentine's Day.
What's the name of it?
The night that made America famous.
And we have Gene Shalit, gentleman who refuses to tip his barber.
I don't tip him when I haven't met him.
Nice. How you feeling today, Gene?
He felt pretty good to me.
And that lovely lady, Ann Mira, is it going to be that kind of a day, huh?
No, I'm just a homemaker and a mother.
And if you want to do anything with that, you go ahead. And Tony Roberts, absurd person, singular on Broadway, doing great. Nice, great-looking turtleneck.
Thank you.
Look super.
He didn't talk much to you, Tony. Did you notice that? No, yeah. Once waiting till my neck gets better.
Yeah, was the accident serious for anybody else? Okay, let's get started and earn some money for these nice people over here. May I introduce them for you? A homemaker, indoor gardener from McMinnville, Oregon, Mrs. Suzanne Moran. Suzanne. Ms. It's Ms. Suzanne Moran who gardens in her living room. I beg your pardon, Suzanne. Challenging Suzanne is a real estate broker, a father of two from Mountain Lakes, New Jersey, Mr. Ron Mount. Hi, Ron. Okay, Ms. Suzanne, if you will, please come over here and join these celebrities, and we'll get started on round one.
Everybody.
Say hello to Suzanne. Here's how we play our 20 questions, my friends. Our contestants, Suzanne and Ron, will be competing against each other, of course. The player who earns the most money at the end of the game will have an opportunity to win $5,000 in our bonus round. Now let's take a look at the subjects in our game available today. Here is the first one. People do it. Number 2.
Well, that narrows that down.
An occupation. It's a different subject. Number 3. A familiar phrase. And number 4. The person and the object. And finally, number 5. An action place. Now, Suzanne, you'll be selecting a subject. If you or any of your partners come up with the answer within the first 5 questions, you will win $500. So, Suzanne, would you select one, please, and we'll get it going.
A familiar phrase.
A familiar phrase is our first subject, my friends. We're going to show that to the folks here in the studio and to you at home.
The familiar phrase we're looking for is bottoms up.
A familiar phrase.
What's your name?
All right. Now listen carefully, Ron Mount. You're in this too. You might be getting a crack at this as well. Let me remind you that any of you may ask a question or guess the answer anytime. Either way, it will cost you one of those 20 questions. We're going for $500. Let's play it. Who would like question number 1, a familiar phrase? Gene Shalit.
Is this a phrase that Kelly would use a lot?
Kelly might use this a lot. I'm not sure whether a lot, but she might certainly use the phrase.
Yes.
All right, Tony?
Is this a phrase that's in the form of a question?
It is not a question. Ann Mira.
Do people use this phrase at certain times of the year?
No, not any particular time of the year. That would lead you astray, I believe. 4th question coming. Suzanne.
It's a contemporary phrase as opposed to an old-fashioned.
It's not forsooth.
It if we're going to be that old-fashioned. It is both contemporary and does go back a way. I'll have to answer the question that way. Last chance at $500. Tony?
Is it the form of, it's a form of advice, this phrase? It has,
No, not in the way you mean it. I don't believe so, no.
You got a terrific memory, though.
There's an element, though. All right, you used 5 questions. We'll reduce the prize to $400. I'm going to give you your first clue and a conference of 15 seconds. And when the time is up, then, Suzanne, you'll have a chance to take a guess at the subject. So listen carefully, too, Ron, because this could affect you. A familiar phrase is what we're after, and here is your clue. This phrase is usually accompanied by a familiar arm gesture. So take 15 seconds. Talk it over.
It's no.
Maybe it's Italian.
Why would it be Italian? Oh,
it could be this kind of a gesture or something like that?
Well, there's a lot of gestures it could be.
Yes,
but I
Gene,
think
but
we have to
what
remember.
might it be?
The time is up, Suzanne. Now
Oh, we
you
got a
have a chance.
conference. When do we have our conference, Jack?
Hold on.
When can we have our conference?
Jeez, are you
We were
gonna
doing
get
4
there?
singles there. I wonder if we could have a conference.
It's your decision since it's your money,
What's your
Suzanne.
decision?
You can take a guess and win the $400. I'll caution you, though, if your guess is incorrect, then Ron gets a free crack at it. What do you say? Or you can pass
I'll
and go
take
into
a
this.
chance.
All right.
How about a smoke?
A good guess, but that's not what we're looking for. Ron,
So
now
what
you
made
can
it a
make
good
$400.
Good for him.
I pass.
He does pass, all right?
That's it.
And a box of Dr. Ashley. Not bad. Susan, control stays with you. We reduce the prize now to $300, and we're asking for question number 6. Yes, Suzanne?
Would it be spoken more by a man than a woman?
It can be spoken by either. I would say, as a matter of practice, it probably is spoken more by men than women. Anne?
Is it, I hear fire engines?
That's a very familiar phrase in this neighborhood, yes.
No.
Anne?
No, is it something you'd say when you're going to dance with somebody?
No. No dancing involved. Tony?
Is it something that's said outdoors?
I just got that. Yeah. All right. Tony?
Is it something that's said outdoors more than, as opposed to being as opposed to
No.
indoors?
You mean like,
Not
let's
more
go
outdoors
indoors?
than Indoors, no. No, it could be said either, I'll tell you. 9th question
Is
coming.
this
Gene.
gesture done with the hands from the waist up, like holy, or rather than, hey, watch out?
It's sort of more the holy than the watch out. Yeah, a little above the waist there. Kelly, last chance at $300.
Well, would a man say this if he were happy
I would say in most cases the...
rather than sad?
Yes, I think more times happy than sad, yes. All right, we've used 10 questions now. We reduced the prize monies to $250. I'm going to give you another clue, my
Wonderful.
friends. Pay attention,
Good.
Ron.
Yeah.
I told you it's accompanied by an arm gesture. This is something a nurse might jokingly say to a patient when she's about ready to give him a shot. Take 15 seconds and talk about it.
Oh, it's something, well, that's it.
What
This
would
is going to
she
hurt
say?
you more than it does me. It'll hurt me more than it does you.
What kind of gesture is that?
Gesture.
No gesture
That's
goes
when
with
she
that.
goes to sing.
What do you mean? Take down your pants? No.
No, roll over.
Roll over?
Okay, time is gone, my friends. The conference is over.
Why
It's up
would
to
men-
Suzanne to
this is a
decide.
nurse,
You want to go for the $250
Blue
or
Cross,
pass?
Roll over, this is going to hurt you more than it hurts me.
I resent your saying that, Suzanne. No, that's wrong. That's not what we're after. Ron, it's up to you. You can pick up $250.
Take a walk?
No, not take a walk. Back to you, Suzanne. We're looking for...
Wait a minute,
We
what did
reduced
you
the
say?
money
Take a walk.
to... Yeah, what nurse ever said that? Well, I said
I don't
yes.
know.
All right, $200 now is riding. Looking for question number 11. A familiar phrase, arm gesture, and a nurse might jokingly say it. Gene.
Would she do this before she administered a needle?
Yes, she would before Tony.
Might she be asking you to roll up your sleeve?
Not unless you're dressed real funny. No.
Because you don't get shot
All
in the
right.
arm.
Question number 13 I'm asking for, please.
When she
Gene.
said this, would the patient smile or laugh?
I don't think it would be a laughing situation, no.
Oh,
14th question.
oh. Turn the other cheek.
No, it's not it. Beautiful question.
That's better than what you got, I guarantee.
All right, last chance at $200, my friends. And Ron looks like he's got a sparkle in his eye. Who's
Well,
going to
he's
ask the
got two
15th
children.
question?
Aren't you the famous father of two from New Jersey?
Who goes for question number 15? Still worth $200.
15, huh?
Yeah.
What kind of nurse is this, like, for instance? Have either of us met that nurse before? All right, wait a minute.
All right.
This is something, does it have anything to do with the fact that she is going to put a needle into your body?
If she jokingly said this to a patient, it would have a direct relationship between the shot. She's
Like,
about
are you allergic to penicillin? Are you going to have a stroke or anything?
Okay, no. All right, we've used up 15 questions,
comes the
just
clue,
5
folks.
left. We reduce the money once again to $150. I'll give you your third clue now. Pay attention, all of you. Here it comes. Kerry Nation would never have uttered this phrase. Take 15 seconds
Something
and
like
talk
have a drink.
about
Carrie Nation.
Drink up. Bottoms up.
it. You want to take a shot at it, Suzanne?
Good, but
What
it
is
sounds too good.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up, right.
That shows you how we can be wrong. I almost said axes up.
I wanted to give partial credit for turning the other cheek.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't do it, you understand. Hey, that was well done. We had a lot of fun. $150 for you, Suzanne. Ron, your chance now to play with the panel, so let's change chairs, please.
Turn the other cheek.
Okay, let's see if we can earn some money for Ron here. We have 4 subjects left for your perusal and selection, Ron. People do it, an occupation, the person and the object, or an action place. What's your pleasure?
People do it.
Okay, and away we go. People do it. We will show this subject to our friends here in the studio and to you at home, so take a look.
Yes, people do it. Go braless.
Heaven knows what will happen now. All right, going for $500. Question number 1, Gene.
I can't ask her, so I'll ask you.
All right.
Does Kelly do this?
Kelly could do this.
Well,
Kelly?
if I did this, would I do this with a lot of people?
You're really hurting me.
By that, do you mean, Kelly, would you do this in the company of a lot of people?
Oh, yes, that's what I meant.
Yes, you could do this in the company of a lot of people. Ron?
Times change.
Do you do this every day?
People who do this often do this every day, yes.
Would
Gene?
Kelly get paid to do this?
It's not inconceivable, but I'm going to have
Watch
to
your
ask-
language.
Yes. No, I have to give you a no on
No,
that,
it's not
Gene.
an occupation
Last chance
type.
at $500, Tony.
Is this something that makes you feel better when you do it?
I'm not really the one to ask, Tony. But I have been led to believe that the people who do this feel better as a result. All right. We have used 5 questions now. We reduced the prize money to $400. I'm going to give you a clue. Pay attention. Also, Suzanne, you can get a shot at it. Something people do. People who do this are generally more liberal-minded than the average person. So take 15 seconds and talk about it.
Liberal-minded.
You said have babies. That's
Yeah, but it can't be. You don't have to be liberal to have a baby. But it's something that he can't do and has never
He
experienced.
cannot, never
So
experience.
it's something a man has not
Well,
experienced now.
a pregnancy, no?
Get
Well, I
pregnant?
don't know. Jack is odd, you know.
Well, that's...
When you said people do
Okay,
it.
time for the conference is gone now. Ron, you have to make a
What's
decision
liberal-minded?
to either go for the $400 or
A dance?
go on to the 6th question.
Some kind of a dance.
Okay. Hey, gang. Boy, I gotta
Here
get
comes the
things
jazz
cool in here. Ron, it's up to you. $400 riding for a correct answer, the risk of throwing it to Suzanne, or you can pass.
I'll risk it. Streak?
No, not streak. All right, Suzanne, you're in control now. You can pick up $400.
Wear short shorts.
No, not wear short shorts. So you dodged one, Ron. Control is back with you. We reduced the money to $300, and we're looking for question number 6. Ann?
Would this be like a dance you do with veils and bubbles and...
Let's
No,
do this in
it
order
wouldn't
now.
be a dance. All right,
Is this something
Gene.
you do in the house, mostly?
No, not mostly. You can do it in the house.
But it can be done in public on the street as well? No
Yes.
question. Okay.
I'm only going to charge you one question,
I
and
know,
that's a
thank
bargain. Tony.
Do you need any equipment to do this?
Oh, golly.
You wanted to be a moderator.
Well, I'll tell you, in using equipment in a broad sense,
Yeah.
you,
I beg your pardon?
to do it well, yes, you'd have to have certain equipment.
Yeah.
Kelly, please.
Well, Jack, please. Is this equipment that you're referring to? I'm afraid to say it. But no, I'm not afraid to say it because it's, in other words, it isn't something extra that you have it. It's all of the person.
Yeah.
It's the person. It isn't extra added equipment, as you know. You know what I mean.
Darn right I know what you mean, Kelly, and I say yes. Yes,
Yes.
that's a yes. All right.
Wait a minute. What's the yes? The yes is it's just all here.
It is a part of the person.
It's that's the word I needed.
Holy mackerel. Last chance at $300, and
People do it. I don't know. What do you mean, like grow a bosom?
no, that'd be no answer. All right, we've used 10 incredible questions, and we reduced the prize money now to $250, and I will give you another clue, and not a moment too soon. Pay attention. If a woman does this, her husband might leave her for lack of support. So take 15 seconds and talk about it.
Go on a diet. Go on a diet or
Wearing a girdle.
Wearing a girdle. Wear a girdle.
Yes, wearing a girdle.
Yes, wear a girdle.
Wear a girdle.
We think...
Say it, Ron.
All right, time is up, Ron. You've had a lot of advice. It's up to you to take it or reject it for $250.
You're the father of two. Do what you want.
Father of two says braless. Going
Braless is right. Very well done.
Just shows how you should listen to expert advice at all times.
Okay, well done. A lot of fun. $250 for you, Ron, and we're going to come right back and play our deciding round right after this important word. Don't go away.
You couldn't show anybody up.
Okay, welcome back to 20 Questions. I think we've got ourselves back together again. We are, needless to say, looking for one winner, and that person will be joining our celebrity panel in a $5,000 bonus round. And this is a special round of 20 Questions. Our celebrities will be doing all the questioning. I'll give the yeses and nos. Ron and Suzanne, you will try to come up with the answers. Now, let me caution our celebrities once again. I know you know, but let me remind you, don't come up with the answer in this round. Even if you know it, you ask questions that will paint a picture and lead our contestants to it. You got it?
What would we do without you?
But I wish you would, sir. And Ron and Suzanne, if you know the answer, press your button, buzz in there, and if you're right, you win and the round is over. However, if you're wrong, we deduct $50 from your score, and you can buzz in as many times, as often as you like, as often as you can afford, turns out. All right, there will be 3 clues, as usual, no conferences, and let's see, who's leading? $250. Ron is. Would you select our deciding subject, an occupation, the person and the object, or an action place?
Action place.
Action place. Coming up. Okay, let's show what this subject is to our friends here in the studio and you at home.
An action place generally is the New York Stock Exchange.
Okay, are you all ready? We're playing for $500.
Well, that sure created an uproar in the studio.
We got a sitting ovation from that one, didn't we? All right, for the first question there, Kelly.
Does this involve a man's sport?
A man's sport. No, it does not. Gene.
Is this a physical action rather than an emotional action?
There's a certain physicality about it, but I don't think that's going to help you. Tony?
Could it be someplace where movies are made?
No, it could not. Gene.
Is this a specific geographic location?
It is a specific geographical location. Last chance at $500. And?
Would it be an arena of some sort?
May I ask, do you mean in the sense of a sports arena?
No, an arena like the Christians and the Lions.
You guessed it.
No, not in that sense. It's not an arena. All right, we've used 5 questions now. We dropped the money to $400. Ron, Suzanne, I have a clue for you, and also celebrities. Please pay attention. It'll help you in your questioning.
Okay.
Here is the clue. Keep in mind that the subject we're looking for includes the name of a city. Do I have an answer? Time is gone. All right, we dropped the money to $300. Continue the questioning. Number 6 from Gene.
When I said a geographic location, now that you said that clue, shall I assume that the geographic location is larger than a city?
No, it includes the name of a city was the clue.
Okay. Is the geographic location we're looking for larger than a city?
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it is not.
Okay.
Good question. All right, you want to go on,
Is
Gene?
it indeed a city that we're looking for? Is that what the
It
action
is
place
not
is?
a city.
All right, but it has the name of a city in it.
That's right. The title of this
Fine.
action
Like
place.
Pompeii.
Yes. All right, Tony.
Is this action, is action being used to describe action such as between men and women, that kind of action, courting action?
No, there's none of that involved in this, no. Ninth question coming up from Anne.
Just fixing my hair.
She once bought a Cezanne doing that at an auction gallery.
Well, look, Gene, you got number 9.
Is this geographic location in the continental United States?
It is indeed.
Is it...
Gene,
My
last
arm is
chance at
tired.
$300.
Oh, last chance.
Go
ahead,
ahead. Is it
Tony.
action meaning gambling action?
Well, I'll tell you, there is an element of risk involved in this action, but not gambling as you mean it.
Right.
All right, we've used 10 questions now, and we're going to reduce the money to $250. I'm going to give you another clue, Ron and Suzanne. Pay attention. There are 2 kinds of animals associated with this action place. If you have an answer, buzz in.
2 kinds of animals.
Time is gone. We reduce the money again to $200, I believe, and we go on. Question number 11. Gene.
Do husbands and wives figure in the action in this action place?
It's not important. Husband and wives may be involved, but that won't help you. All right, Tony.
Are these water animals?
No. No. Gene.
Are
13th
these
question.
quadrupeds?
Yes.
They are.
Yes, they are.
This is an action place with 4-legged animals.
Yes, animals.
That's for
are
Tony,
there.
'cause I
Tony,
wanted to
now
know
don't
what
come up with the
quadruped
answer if you
meant.
think you know it. Ann, we haven't heard from you for a minute.
Would this be a racetrack?
No, it would not be a racetrack. Okay, animals associated with this was the clue. Question number 15, last chance at $200, Tony.
Well, I'm trying to lead the
Yes,
guess
don't
is-
come up with the answer.
Right. Is someplace where dog races are...
No, it is
got it.
not. All right, we've used 15 questions. We reduced the
got it.
money to $150. I'm going to give you your third clue.
Yeah.
Pay attention, Ron, Suzanne. If you have an answer, buzz in. The action is so fast and furious that you have to watch your ticker.
Here we go.
Suzanne?
The stock market.
Right.
Exchange.
I cannot accept that as a correct answer. Cost you $50. Ron?
The New York Stock Exchange.
You are right. The New York Stock Exchange. Had to be the New York Stock Exchange, Suzanne, because there is the American and there are a lot of other stock exchanges as such. Ron, you win the day with $400. Suzanne, you have $100, a gift from us to you, and we'll remember you. Thank you. Remember us if you will.
Is it over?
Not over by a
it's
long
never
shot.
over, right?
Ron Mount, in just a moment, you'll be joining our celebrity panel. You're going to be going for $5,000 in cash, and we'll get to it right after this. Okay, we are back, and Ron Mount is up there with the celebrities getting ready to go for $5,000, and they're all going to help you as much as they can. Here's how we play. I have one final subject, and we're going to give you and the panel 60 seconds to ask as many questions and guess as many times as you want. If I get a correct answer from any one of you, it's $5,000 for you, Ron. But here's the bad news. You and your teammates may just experience a bit of trouble as the seconds get away from you. If you need some help, I want you to know I have 3 clues as usual. If you want a clue, just press that buzzer in your hand. Have you got it in hand there? You ready to go with it? Okay, I'll stop the clock in that event, give you all a clue. However, I'm going to have to cut the prize money in half each time you call for a clue. So the first clue goes down to $2,500, then to $1,250, then to $6 1/4. The question is how long you're going to hold off before you buzz in there. It's all up to you. It's your money.
Start
God, no, isn't this so
And that
dramatic?
concludes the instructions. Send the game back for full refund.
I hope we're in time for the awards. All right, is everybody ready over there?
Yes,
Trust you
Jack.
are. Ron, we're playing for $5,000, and our bonus subject is something people do. Something people do. We are going to show our subject to our friends here in the studio and to you at home.
The answer we're looking for is play Monopoly.
Okay, now set the timer at 60 seconds, and we'll start the questioning now. Kelly.
Is this something good for them, for their health?
Not necessarily, no. Tony?
Men and women do this equally?
Can, yes. Ron?
Something you would do every day?
You could.
Are you more likely to do it indoors and outdoors?
More likely. Tony?
Do you do it alone?
No. Kelly.
Would it be at home?
Yes.
Would it be in any particular room? Likely.
Not necessarily, but likely might be in a more recreational room. Ron.
Is it a recreational type thing?
It is recreational in a broad sense, yes. Watch the time.
Are
Gene.
you watching something rather than doing something?
You are both.
You are watching and doing?
Yes. Tony.
You're a voyeur.
Watch the time. Yeah, you stopped it at 25 seconds to go. Ron, we have to reduce the prize money now to $2,500. Let me give you a clue.
Rec room.
Many people who engage in this activity end up in jail.
Oh, well.
Give 15, no, and start the clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Is it playing Monopoly?
play Monopoly, and mirror broken.
Listen now. Ain't he passed go? How much did he win?
29 big ones.
Well done, and you
Very
broke
good,
it open. It looked like everybody kind of flashed on in a minute in jail. That didn't throw you off at
That's the
all,
one
right?
I finally got.
Hey, you've had a good day's work here. $2,500 in our bonus round, Ron Mount, and your other winnings leave the total up to $2,900. Congratulations. Spend it in good health, my friend.
And he's taking us all out for dinner.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet of him? You're a lovely person, Ron, and I'll get my wife and
We can
children
even
to
have
be
a
right
Big Mac,
with
couldn't
you.
we?
Hey, Kelly, Jean, Ann, and Tony, as usual, it was a delightful day. I had a lot of fun. Hope you did, too. Hope you had a lot of fun at home and will join us next time on the all-new 20 Questions. Jack Clark, bye-bye, my friends.
This is Len Goxman speaking. 20 Questions is a Ron Greenberg production.
Now here are 2 episodes. The first one with Ray Combs and